wanted to say thank you to all of my old subscribers for continuing to support my channel. And if you're a new subscriber, I would like to welcome you, and I hope you enjoy these readings. These are going to be general love readings and will not resonate with everyone. For the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I always recommend coming and getting a private reading. Also, you can, if you don't resonate with your sun sign, check your moon and or rising sign. Some will even check their Venus sign, which is, I think, in the 7th house. Some strategies there. But usually what I recommend doing is, if you normally resonate with your sun sign, just watch your sun sign. So don't make things complicated for yourself in that respect. If you'd like to book a private reading, you can do that. I have a scheduler that is open to anyone who would like to book a reading. It's very simple to use. Drop open the description below this video. There'll be a link there. It'll say book a reading. Click on that link. That'll take you to my scheduler. And there you can choose from a variety of products and services that I offer in terms of tarot readings and so forth. You can also navigate to my homepage on YouTube, and on the right hand side in the banner area there will be a button that says book a reading. You can also choose to click on that, or if you're on my website, I do have a website now, there will be a page under services that says book a reading. You can either book a private reading or book a group reading. I only offer group readings in the Chicago area right now, but I'd love to do your party or your event, or even a home group reading at your home. So that is an option. You can also email me for more details. Well, I hope you enjoy this reading. I hope you enjoy your love forecast this month, and many blessings. Take care. Libra, how have you guys been doing? I hope you've had a wonderful November so far, or wonderful beginning of November. This is going to be your mid-November love forecast, so we are looking at the middle of November for approximately 30 days. Going forward, I guess I didn't explain that at the beginning of the intro, but my readings are normally, we're looking at 30 days, approximately 1 to 3 months for the time frame, and I'm looking at the middle of November going forward. So this is for all of my Libra suns, moons, and risings out there. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune is showing its face to me. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Libra? What does Libra need to know regarding their love lives? What will be so for Libra with regards to their love lives for the middle of November 2016 going forward? What are the love messages and energies that you have for Libra? I'm looking at all my Libra suns, moons, and risings out there, and those on the cusp. Beautiful. All right, we have your 10 cards down for the Celtic Cross. Let's take a look at your cards. Okay, we have Death crossed by the 10 of Swords. What comes below you? We have the 5 of Swords. What comes above you? We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. In your recent past, here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Again, it kind of showed its face to me while I was shuffling. Here it's in reverse in your recent past. In the near future, you have the Hierophant. How you see yourself, you have the World in reverse. In your environment, this is also how your significant other or the person you think about the most may be viewing you or dealing with you. We have the Two of Wands. In your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Wands. Your outcome for going into, I would say, probably the middle of December, we're looking at. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Libra. Libra, you walk into the middle of November with the Death card, which in this deck, the Chicoli Tarot Mini, we have a little girl here, and she is surrounded by little gnomes, but it looks as though she's bitten a poisonous apple. So we are looking at some kind of transformation here. It could be the end of a relationship for some of you. Some of you are going through the loss of someone or something. It could be that some of you have actually lost someone very close to you. Because in your crossing position you have the Ten of Swords, and there's definitely an ending for you this month, Libra. The challenge, I think, is profound in that we're dealing with not only the transformational energy of death and change, change marking perhaps a new phase in your life, but also the profound and possibly painful ending of a relationship or perhaps another love situation that has left you feeling wounded or like someone got a piece of you. That's the feeling that I'm getting. At the base of the matter, excuse me, at the base of the matter you have the Five of Swords. And so I feel that there's been some kind of just look at the card. We have like a little Alice in Wonderland girl, and she's about to cut the top off of this turnip. Clearly this is a situation that has been, if not cruel, there's been cutting words. There might have been an argument or conflict or something of that nature, which would have resulted in someone literally feeling like they got their head chopped off. Not literally, but in the proverbial sense. There might have been some kind of conflict or duel here, and one person, possibly you or your partner, resulting in the ending of a relationship or possibly the end of that phase in your relationship. In the recent past, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this is definitely saying that perhaps there was some ongoing confusion or setbacks or delays. You may have been on a path going forward where you weren't going down the right path all along. You had sort of an inner feeling or an inner guidance prompting you to stop moving in that direction. And it's possible that some of you disregarded the signs, but clearly this is just saying that you were perhaps going against your own destiny in some way, pushing your fate, pushing your luck. It could be that you were very down on your luck at one point, but in the tarot, the wheel is always turning, and you may have not dodged a bullet this time, but there will be another chance for you to do that. If you can overcome this transformational energy that's coming through this month. In your thoughts and feelings, this is what you know to be true. You have the Four of Wands in reverse. I suspect there's been some disruptions around your home life. Some of you are dealing with a situation where you've had to leave the home or the family. This can represent an unhappy celebration or a feeling of being ungrateful for one's environment. This can also just signify that someone has left the home in turmoil, or there's been disruptions around your home life. In the near future, you have the Hierophant. There's some kind of commitment here I'm seeing. It could be that you are married or in a relationship and those vows still exist. The Hierophant talks about conformity and what society deems as right. There's the we voice as opposed to the me voice. So there's adherence to a larger structure or organization, adherence to your faith, adherence to morals. The question of who or what has been your teacher. Are you the teacher in this situation, or are you the one instructing others? Either way, just because there's an ending here, I don't feel like if those of you who are married are going to be able to leave your marriages just yet. I still see a commitment here. I still see that there's something in place in your life that maybe prevents you from breaking out of the mold, because you're very much conforming to something at this point. I see this happening more towards the end of November. Your world has been turned upside down. This is how you see yourself. What happens when you turn a snow globe upside down? All the snow goes to the bottom, and literally everything feels and looks different. This also can say that there are things that you feel are unresolved and a lesson much larger than you that is still ongoing. So there's something that you are mastering in your current life. It can be a spiritual lesson. Until that lesson is mastered, the world is in reverse. And it says that you have loose ends that you need to tie up. There's unfinished business, and it can often feel dissettling, like a sense of being overwhelmed by a sense of feeling that there could be so much more, but you need to work on teasing out what those things are for you in your personal life. What are those things that are going to make you feel complete? Also, for those of you who are traveling to go visit family, there may be delays in terms of that. You may be dealing with a trip abroad as well that is curtailed, but for the most part, don't get worried about that. What I'm seeing here is that you may be feeling a little overwhelmed towards the end of November. This would be right around Thanksgiving. And again, who doesn't feel overwhelmed around the holidays? So, take it with a grain of salt. How your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. This is the person that you think about the most. They have the Two of Wands. So they are essentially deciding on a path. They do have options. They do see a fork in the road. With you, there's a choice to be made. They simply need to choose. Will it be left or right? They haven't made up their mind yet. I suspect that you haven't either. If you have made up your mind, perhaps the ending came at an inopportune time and you're dealing with the pressures of family and home life and commitment. You're feeling overwhelmed. However, they do see that there's a choice to be made, but for the time being, simply the options exist. There are options, but they haven't decided. Your hopes and fears, you have the Three of Wands. We have a woman sitting on a tree. she's an angel, and she's plucking the petals off a flower. And when I think of that action, it reminds me of when I was a teenager and I would pluck the petals off a flower and say, he loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not. Until you pluck all the petals off the flower. There is a period of, this can actually represent a waiting period, perhaps some making future plans, perspective planning, thinking of having a vision for your life, thinking long term. But it also can say that if you pluck the petal, he loves me not, and land on something like, he loves me, that you're able to make long-term plans for yourself. And if you pluck the petal, he loves me not, you're able to turn your back on that situation and find something better. Your outcome. You have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Now remember, this reading is good for approximately 30 days. We are going to be ending around the middle of December. I see someone here who is either financially or emotionally dependent on someone else. And so the cards are saying to me, you may be yearning for freedom and independence. You may be wanting that for yourself. But how are you going to go get that? How are you going to live like that? It's asking you to think deeper about what it is that you want for your very own self right now. All right, with the remaining time, I'm going to take a look at your oracle cards. Spirit, what does Libra need to know regarding their love lives for November, the middle of November, going into the middle of December? Please help guide them on their highest spiritual path in love and in life. Please provide guidance and a message that will help to clear up any of their doubts, fears, and misconceptions. You received Sisters of the Seasons, card 17, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. Okay, let's read a little bit about this card. When the Sisters of the Seasons meet you on your path, Libra, they remind you that everything has a natural rhythm that obeys a higher law. Just as the seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, growth, harvest, and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Divine appropriate timing is guiding your desires into perfect manifest form. This is a very good period to start new things as you've moved out of winter into the beginning of spring. Continue with patience and be aware of the rhythms of your opportunities. There will be periods when things slow down and begin anew, move into fruition, and then slow down again in a never-ending natural flow. Be mindful of which sister greets you, for she points directly at the next. Every moment counts now. As a challenger, the sister of the seasons sends you a warning that you're trying to jump the gun and go from winter to summer without paying heed to spring, or skip from summer to winter without allowing for the possibility of autumn. Moving too quickly, looking for shortcuts, and artificially trying to prolong a hoped for result will not yield what you desire. There are no shortcuts, Libra. It's time to rethink your plans. All four sisters are nature's cherished daughters, and all are important. Be careful of the difficulties they force you to endure when you try to trick them away from each other. Better to let nature take her course. Her daughters will be very happy, and so will you if you let them express themselves in order. So this has a lot to do with letting nature take its course, right? Every season there's an ending. Fall, in the northern hemisphere, we're gonna be going into winter, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're gonna be going into spring. No matter where you are in the world, no matter where you're listening from, the message is the same. Letting nature take its course, let an ending take place, and let a new beginning come. There is divine timing, and there's a message in all of the seasons for us. If we use nature as a guide to help us remove the old, plant the new, here in the northern hemisphere, the leaves are falling off the trees. What does that tell you about the life of the tree? It's shedding its leaves, it's preparing for a coldness. The leaves itself will serve as will enrich the soil around the tree, giving the tree new life. This is all part of a process that has to happen. That's natural. So if there's something that's in your life that you're resisting in terms of a seasonal change, in terms of something that happens, maybe it's a ritual in your family, maybe it's something that happens in a relationship around this time of the year, something that you absolutely hate but have to do anyway, remember maybe the reason behind it. What is it that you are, because it feels like for maybe some of you, there's a cycle that's trying to occur here and you don't want to let it happen, or you're preventing it from happening. But with this divine order, is going to create and open up a new cycle for you that will feel and put you back into the flow. And that is going to move you forward on your path, which is your destiny. Because there is a very powerful transformation happening for you right now. Letting that transformation happen is going to put you back on your path and prepare you for the next season. So don't resist. Resisting is futile. Resisting is not going to put you in a better position. It's just going to delay that change from happening, right? Because it says, just as the seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, growth, harvest, and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Allow these natural events to happen, just like the cycles of our lives, and you will be successful. You'll have everything will happen in divine order if you just let it happen. That is my reading for you today, Libra. I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I read all my comments. And I will see you soon for your mid-November general readings. I've got to do those. And then I'm going to be taking a vacation to go see my family around the 21st. And I'll be gone for a week, during which time I will not be doing any private readings. So if you would like a private reading, I suggest you sign up for that now. Otherwise, there will be a short window of time after the Thanksgiving holiday, and then we go into December, which is the busiest time of year. I think for all tarot readers, we get a lot of readings around this time. So I will open up my December schedule as soon as I can. Book early because it will fill up, and you're going to want to get your end of the year reading in. I will stop there and stop rambling. Take care, many blessings, and I'll see you soon.